Federal authorities say that the defendant in this case defrauded his former employer of millions of dollars. He has been sentenced to more than 4 years in prison and has been ordered to pay back more than $4 million in restitution. 43-year-old Michael Guzman of Denver, North Carolina, was sentenced to 54 months in prison and 2 years of supervised release for defrauding his former employer of more than $4 million. The announcement was made August 26th by William T. Stetzer, acting U.S. Attorney for the Western District of North Carolina. U.S. District Judge Kenneth D. Bell also ordered Guzman to pay $4.1 million in restitution. According to court records, plea documents, and information revealed in the sentencing hearing, from June 2019 to May 2020, Guzman executed a scheme to defraud his employer, identified as a rental company in South Carolina, of more than $4 million. Guzman improperly auctioned off the company's assets and funneled the proceeds through shell companies that he formed. The company victimized is a large equipment rental company headquartered in Fort Mill, South Carolina, that rents out on-road and off-road machinery for construction and other purposes. Guzman worked for the business as a fleet operations manager and was responsible for, among other things, the disposal of aged equipment, also known as assets. Court records show that during the relevant time period, Guzman arranged for approximately 398 of the company's assets to be auctioned off. This was done through an online auction house that buys and sells used heavy construction equipment. In his capacity as a fleet operations manager, Guzman was able to hide the scheme from the company by manipulating internal company records. According to filed court documents, Guzman arranged for the proceeds of the sales to be sent to a bank account under his control and used the money to buy a condominium in South Carolina, a plot of land in New York, an RV vehicle, a boat, and multiple cars and trucks. On May 20th of this year, Guzman pleaded guilty to wire fraud and money laundering. He will be ordered to report to the Federal Bureau of Prisons, where he will begin serving his sentence once a facility is designated. Reporting for WHKY-TV News, I'm Rob Eastwood.